the next see. Oh goddamn, my ears. All right.
Yes.
Well, good evening, everybody else. Hopefully, everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving week right now. If you notice that it's only two of us, you are correct. I have no idea where they're at right now. I have no confirmation, so we're doing this shit two-man show again.
Howdy, folks. We're gonna stroke each other while we try to.
Oh God, no! Damn it, no!
Best Game Awards.
No, damn it! Why did you have to start off with stroking? God damn it!
Why not?
God damn.
We are the two most unhinged out of the four.
That fair point, but yes, yeah. To make it very obvious, too, we're doing our yearly the Game Awards nomination stuff on behalf of the Harder Trash podcast. Well, given the fact that usually it would be cooler if we had all four of us here, but if anything, that's why we're going to start from the very end to the very beginning, since that will probably give everybody enough time anyways. And also, I kind of also just want to get rid of the boring stuff first.
So to speak.
So to speak, yes. Yes.
Or the ones we are not too knowledgeable about.
Indeed, indeed. All right, so now it's time for you guys to get sent to the presentation time. Blah, 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 blah.
Presentation.
Oh, actually, before we do continue on, how was your Thanksgiving night or Thanksgiving week?
Fantastic. I worked, played some One Piece for like half the shift, then went home, ate some dinner, watched Cowboys.
Hell yeah.
Had them whoop on KC, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
Hey.
No, Lloyd, stop it.
It's so good, bro. Fucking beat up. They won. I'm like, I'm like nutting all over the cheer.
Yeah. Please, no more descriptions like that, please. There's
No,
children on here, including me. I am the child
imagery.
in this fucking damn.
Vivid imagery. Vivid
God.
imagery.
Oh my god,
We need
I
to
hate it.
invoke imagination.
Oh jeez, but yes.
All right, we're moving on.
Definitely moving on. So with that, we're gonna go through all of this topic too, and if anybody comes in, they start talking about it, I'll probably say it then. But yes, let's go with the bottom, the best esports team. This list is kind of weird.
Because we only know two teams.
Yeah, and also some of you may be wondering too, long fans or people that have watched it too, we'd be mad if why is SKT not on here. Well, it's a very simple reasoning. If we check over in the LCK pool back in 2025, I think Gen G ranked the highest from what I
You're
remember.
leaning back too far. There you go.
Okay, yeah, I believe, yeah, Gen G did rank first seed in their LCK split. For those that don't know, this is just the Korean divisionals of League of Legends. That was probably the only reason they got that too, even though just right now in Worlds, SKT won. So another one. Fucking he's gonna Faker is literally just gonna be the Tom Brady of League of Legends at this point.
He already is. We're more like he's just MJ.
Yeah.
God damn.
So, if anything, for us keeping up with the meme, we're not going to vote for the team that didn't win Worlds, obviously.
Obviously.
But in this case, out of all this, dude, I really don't care who we put the vote on for this one. It doesn't really matter too much for me. So I'll just put NRG.
Yeah, I would say they had I remember like watching some clips about it. How like they're like behind the scene comms and how I think Sam was like just making sure everybody locked in and is like, you want to win this shit, you gotta lock in. I need you gotta start right now, and they did, and they made a comeback.
Yeah.
Actually I think I watched like the last few rounds just like from clip wise, and they just like I'm like, damn, they really locked the fucking. And it's an NA team too. Like
so
it's an NA team.
Yeah, fuck it. Our first best NA win. Hell yeah. In a team-based game.
Yeah. I mean, come on. I think EG won last year.
Evo G?
Yeah.
I mean,
for Valorant. Yeah.
Let me
I don't know if it was like massive. I'm not too big into the Valorant scene, but I do know that Energy like winning was a pretty big deal.
It was Valorant Champion Tournament was EDG.
EDG. I think
Yeah,
I remember EDG. EG won last. Something like either
around
last year
that
or a
time.
couple years. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said too, I this is we've already had our piece about when it comes to like esports too. I think in general too, we'll do another follow up too, just because some more crazier things that has happened ever since like we talked about esports is it kind of quote unquote dying or not, but um, it's gonna be interesting. So be in tune for that. So we got that. So let's go to best esports athlete, and it's even funnier. I look at this list and I'm like, damn, they put Chovy on here.
Hey,
Unfortunate. So,
I mean,
anyways,
Charlie's pretty good.
yeah, but
I like.
uh,
I think it's just like between us two, like
yeah,
watching fighting games. I would probably give it to Mena, to be honest,
yeah,
because this man is always in like the fucking top six, like with
yeah,
Blanca
he
and
is.
shit.
He
If he
is
needs
top
to
six.
pull out, like if he pulls out Luke, he just pulls it out, right? But if he gets
Oh,
onto fucking Blanca, it's so fucking fantastic to watch.
oh my god.
And
I need
it's
to
not like
watch
he's
this.
like the only Blanca that like well-renowned Blanca, like that I know of.
God damn. And then it's like, and then Kakeru is also still my goat favorite too. But I also agree. I think Menard, just because, let's go.
Yes, man, I'm pretty. It's pretty clear
We,
choice.
yeah. I mean, to be fair though, it's like he's not necessarily like a new person that's been playing Street Fighter too as well. He's been playing it. It's just that right now, I think this is right now his spotlight
Yeah, like
versus
this
like,
year, like this
yeah,
past year, he's been on like a fucking tear from what I've seen. Like every
yeah,
now and then, I'll check back into like FG, like fucking FG, FGC.
yeah, yeah.
And, like that's all I hear about him.
God.
Like this man's just tearing it up.
Yeah, so for me, if he wasn't in there, I would have definitely voted for Kakeru. But in this case, it seems like whoever put this nomination really did take the time to actually look into like, at least just the Street Fighter scene. I don't know who was looking at League of Legends here. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey man, Faker will forever remain the goat.
Yeah. So I thought it was like otherwise that they were kind of biased too, but then it was just like I don't know. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Who knows? So we go through this, and then we go to the best esport games. So funny enough, so God, I hate the fact that we were talking about fighting games, but none of these are fighting games. That makes me slightly upset. But then again, that's fine. I don't really mind.
I don't play too much. Like I can't really critique it too
Yeah,
much on any of these games besides probably League and
yeah,
Valorant because those are the two more accessible games that I really play.
yeah. I mean, in general too, it would honestly, I would put my vote between either Valorant or CS2. Honestly, this is the only thing I would put. If we
That's
anything, if we wanted to like actually put it like the best esports game too, if anything, my girlfriend like kind of just showed me some stuff from Honor of Kings too. I don't know why that's not on there, even though Mobile Legends Bang Bang is literally made by Chinese developer. Honor of King is also another one too, but you know,
I
it
don't
is
know,
what
man.
it is.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. So anything for this vote, I think we're just gonna pick Valorant again. I
Yeah.
felt like we did last time, but it is what it is, right? I'm not
Mm.
gonna like justify anything else here. Now, the content creator of the year. Oh shit.
This is
Okay.
not my This is not my domain at all.
Okay. So I don't know Sadrill. I know about Kaisenet, Moist Critical, Sakura Miko, and just catching up with like the burnt peanut here. Cool.
My 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 manager showed me a few videos of Burnt Peanut. It's just in him acting like a regular person, but like just just very unhinged, just being weird. I guess is that the
Yeah,
best way to put it?
it's the best way to put it. I'm actually surprised Sakura Miko got put on the nomination as well. That's interesting here.
Don't.
So for those that don't know,
VTuber.
it's a VTuber. Yes, probably like few like one or more older gen VTubers as well. Not really
Yeah.
old gen, but it's like in the same level that Gargura was taking off, and probably like the generation before her. That's where Sakura Miko was at.
Mm.
That's at least how I can do it. Voice critical is something that at least I will put tier two. But if I'm being a bit objective about it too, it has to be between Kai Cenat and the Burnt Peanut being content creator of the year. Just because I see some clips of Kai, holy fuck, they're funny.
Yeah, and he's bringing in celebrities, so he's bringing like his streams are not boring at all. Like
Yeah,
he's
my
bringing in celebrities that you otherwise would not see outside. Like it's on stream, and you see how they act with
now
him.
now the funniest shit that I've seen so far is when he did the shower stream, and to my disappointment, he was not naked. All right, to my disappointment.
I'm like, whip out that fucking anaconda real quick. You know what I'm saying? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
So, anyways, he was doing like a quote unquote shower stream with swim trunks on, and he had the DJ just playing music. And out of nowhere, he starts playing Ray J One Wish. And guess who comes in the scene? Fucking Ray J
Speed.
himself.
So
And he's
dude,
like,
dude, that was so good.
I was
like,
like,
what the fuck?
that. I think in general too, like I've seen a lot of with the burnt peanut, but honestly, with Kai Cenat doing it, this is the content that I
Like you don't go like for more than a week or two without hearing what Tysonet dude.
yeah,
Or
whether
does,
good
sorry.
whether good or bad, whether good or bad.
Yeah, you hear about him, and he's like getting so many. Like everybody's tuning into him. Like
Yeah, and
150K. I'm like, what the hell on a like nightly basis? I'm like, the fuck?
and I here's the thing about it too. I think Kai, despite like a lot of it too, he's actually a good dude as well. Like he does his best to look out for others too. There was that 1.2 where like if I show Speed was on there too, I would actually unironically vote for him as content creator of the year.
Oh, nowadays Speed is like he's grown up like a lot. Like
Yeah.
when we go in the past, we did shit talk him and like how
Yeah.
he's like how his
Just-
immaturity was like really rubbing us the wrong way. But now that he's going around and just talking to people, like doing more IRL streams with these celebrities and acting
Yeah.
right and just having fun being himself.
Yeah, and it's
You know,
like
like,
it's
yeah.
great. And the one of the things too, like Kai Cenat was trying to like save him too, because there was a one clip of I Show Speed. Some random guy hops on streams trying to make him do gang signs. Kai Cenat immediately recognizes, like, call him like, "Do not throw that up ever. Do not do that if you want to get shot."
Dude,
And it's
for
just
real.
like-
he's looking out for you.
Yeah, and it's something that like you don't necessarily do that for others, but it kind of just shows too that like again, no one would ever say that to another person too, especially with the character of like I Show Speed. No one would have corrected him otherwise too. But at the same time, I think he's done good too. If I Show Speed was on here, I would also vote for him.
I would unironically vote for him too.
Yeah, so we go for this now. The most anticipated game.
Like, who fucking knows? Shit, the thing that got pushed back like so many fucking times. Holy crap! What could it be, guys? What could it be? What could it be, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my god, GTA
Nah.
fucking 6.
Nah,
I don't know. It could
Yeah.
be it won last year. It could win this year, but who the fuck knows? Maybe Witcher 4. I don't know.
Like I said, dude, it's most definitely gonna be Grand Theft Auto 6, dude. Only because it's not just the fact that a lot of fans are waiting for it. A lot of industries are eyeing this game.
I'm like, dude, when is it gonna come out? It's like y'all talking about this shit. I want to see gameplay, but it never
Yeah.
happens. Please, I know it's
I
another
mean-
GTA game, but y'all just like, come on.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit like egregious too with like how much it's been revealed to us so far based off like 2 trailers that they dropped for it. And so far it doesn't look bad, but then they had to like push it back because of some development constraint that they were trying to go through. And I'm like, what constraint would they have left? But I don't know. I would say too, unironically, it is going to be this too. If you guys want like my vote about it too, I would have actually put in this case The Witcher 4. Contrary to believe too, I actually do like this one too. We've even talked about it as well. The Witcher 4 is featuring Ciri as like the main character. Fucking awesome idea. It was sort of less the whole story was kind of built around that if any of y'all were fucking paying attention to the stories.
Yeah,
Regardless.
we went over it. And how like that fucking woke shit, like everybody's complaining that shit. I'm like, bro, let's give it a chance. Let them cook.
Yeah, albeit the only thing I don't agree narratively is that they actually turned Ciri into an actual Witcher instead, which that's its own problem later on down the line too, of why I feel like that's not a great decision that they should have went for. But yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. But yes, if it was like the normal vote here, it would be Grand Theft Auto 4 6. If it was for me, I would put The Witcher 4 or the Resident Evil Requiem. Maybe. So now let's go with best adaptation. Oh boy, here we go. So we have all of these stuff here. I was so mad whenever I saw this, and I'm like, where the fuck is Sonic 3? And then I checked when the Sonic 3 was released. It missed the time window to be nominated. I'm like, I fucking hate it.
What was the fucking time window?
I think it had to be starting like January of this year. And Sonic 3 came out in December, from what I remember.
What? They could have just made an exception. It's pretty
Yeah,
much like a different, pretty much the
yeah.
same season.
Not really, but then it makes sense. Like, it's not technically of the year, right?
Yeah, I guess. Makes sense.
Yeah,
But
it's
still.
fine. Anyway, so where are we at here? Oh, the best adaptation. I'm picking Devil May Cry. Just because.
I have not watched any of these, so I cannot give a valid opinion, even
So-
though an opinion is just an opinion.
Now, I will say a couple things here too. I think a lot of people will probably either put the Minecraft movie as their vote instead, just because it's really just dumb fun. But the mostly for me, I'd say otherwise, just because all of the fucking stupid chicken jockey memes that are coming around there, and people outwardly just straight up vandalizing and then making a mess in theater rooms. Which again, this is just me. I hate it when shit like that does that, because you're also making it harder for these theaters to stay open if you do so. Like, please just behave when watching a fucking movie. Stop doing this for the memes and shit. Stop doing this for clout, you dumbasses. Anyways,
Anyway.
that's my thing. And Devil May Cry, I just love the IP series. I think they could have done this a little bit differently, but you know, I'm actually enjoying for what it is. A lot of people don't like the way how he unlocked certain things in the, or how he was able to achieve certain power milestones in the way the show was progressing. But at the same time, this is more or less like a different take on Devil May Cry in the first place.
But
So-
adaptation is not a remaster.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll say that too, but it also really just depends. Like, I would love it too if they actually did fully adapt like the original Devil May Cry story. But they also try to twist it by also kind of redefining a lot of like Dante's, Lady, and Virgil's like backstory. Like, they're trying to make that tie it in like a lot more relevant in the animated shows, because in a video game it's not really the same.
Video games like Devil May Cry 1. Oh, Devil May
Yeah.
Cry 2, 3. 3 is the first chronologically in
Yes.
the fucking game? Like, what the fuck? And you go to
Yeah.
4, which is after the first two. I'm like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Yeah. So that's something else to be mindful of. But it is what it is. I put Devil May Cry under. I think Minecraft movie might win this, but whatever. All right,
Yeah.
best multiplayer. Best multiplayer. So notice on here we don't see Call of Duty.
Yeah, fuck that.
Which all for the right reasons here too. Now, I will say in a lot of ways too. All right, how much do you really want to bet to that it might either go to Arc Raiders or Peak?
I wouldn't be mad per se if it was Peak. I haven't watched Arc Raiders too much.
Yeah,
I played Battlefield as a consumer, so I can like opinion wise, I think it's great. Like, it's fun, you know. Like,
yeah,
you can just run around like, oh, let me run around as a support and just like get a defibrillator, like, boom, and just get back up. You know,
Yeah.
it's just fun. Throw a grenade and just like calming. It's like, you know,
Well,
freaking just
like,
dude,
in
it's
this
so
case-
weird. Like, you get so fun, like immersed into the battle.
yeah. So does it feel like in this case, the Battlefield 6, it feels like it's a return to form kind of thing?
on that note, I didn't play Battle like any other Battlefield besides this, so I
Ah,
cannot make it like a comparison to previous Battlefields to this current
mhm,
Battlefield.
gotcha.
So,
So,
but as of right now, as I played it for the this past month, just like every now and then, it is still fun to play. Like we have friends to play. We
yeah,
stream
yeah,
it.
gotcha. Oh, I also want to point out too that there was like one content creator named Shroud as well. Had a like, at least for me, I think it was a lot of people say it's a brain dead take, where like he wishes that there's like a separate like game of the year category for like just multiplayer games. And I'm like, I mean, there is. This is what it is. But he says he wants it to be at the same level as like, oh, this is the game of the year nomination, not just best multiplayer. And I'm like, what's the difference between the phrasing of that? But then in his argument, he just says too that like he's just tired of like, in this case, him personally tired of seeing in this case game of the year nominations is filled with nothing more than like single player games nomination. And it's like, I when he puts it that way, I get it, but at the same time, that's not what that means in the end too. Like, let's just say for example, imagine if Halo Infinite, if it was actually developed properly too, and if it was released the way it is too. Like we had the amazing
Hmm.
story that we got from Halo 3, right?
Hmm.
And it had the best multiplayer package. Would you have said that that game would have been nominated as Game of the Year?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because Game of the Year is entail like implying that every aspect of that game is great, and what
yeah,
makes it great is the culmination of every one of those single pieces coming together and making a fun time for every consumer to enjoy. Like
yeah,
campaign, multiplayer, even back in the day, Forge, just doing like
yeah.
custom games. That's like you combine all that. It's like, oh, that's one great game. It's like I have fun, can spend hours on upon hours
Hmm.
playing this game, and that's what I think will get people to like understand a little bit that it is the culmination of a game that will make it game of the year, just not one aspect of the game. One
Yeah,
aspect is just like what we're talking about here. Best multiplayer is like it's strictly multiplayer,
yeah.
not the campaign. It's not like anything else. It's strictly
Yeah.
multiplayer.
And it's also like, even when I mention that too, that also means that I don't necessarily state that a multiplayer game couldn't also be nominated for Game of the Year. But of all honesty, if you tried to tell me to, like, let's say Arc Raiders, for example, it's a great game. But if you look at what was released before Arc Raiders and you're trying to tell me, convince me otherwise that this game deserves to be up there with Game of the Year nomination, there's a lot of games that actually are Game of the Year nomination.
Yeah,
So
and
so
we'll
I
get
am
there.
not, yeah, and I'm not entirely surprised either too, because I got to look at the nominations already too. And guess what? Arc Raider wasn't on it. But that's okay too. I think in general, I think this was like a very hot year for games in general
Oh,
for both.
dude,
Oh man.
so many games that came out that I could not like I could not play because there's so many options. We were stuck in the 2025 was the paradox of video games because there were so many good ones that not
Yeah.
like if you didn't have to really have the time to really play.
Yeah, because like 2 years ago, it didn't feel like that at all, too. Like there was just straight up like games that weren't interesting at all.
Yeah, but this
So
year, holy crap, there's like been bangers after bangers, dude. Like every
yeah,
month, like or like every other like 2 weeks. I'm like, god damn.
yeah. So in this case, let's see for the final vote here. As much as like some people would probably put Elden Ring Night Rain as well too to just be the meme, I honestly
Hmm.
want to give it to Peak. In all honesty too, because
He
I
I mean,
it's only
I would
mm,
probably go to Peak or Battlefield. I would
yeah,
say I don't know split fiction like fiction or like Arc Raiders. Like I said,
yeah,
but what I've seen in Peak, everybody seems to enjoy it. It's just
yeah,
fun. It's
yeah.
goofy.
Here's the thing about it too. It's like here's the great thing that anybody needs to actually understand this too. These were in this case nominated. They were selected as best as they possibly could in the category that they're supposed to be like entering in. So
Hmm.
even if that's the case, what about these games that weren't nominated? Unfortunately, they just didn't get picked. But if all honesty, too, all of these games are equally good on their own too. Split Fiction, these were the ones that, or this was the same guy or studio that made like It Takes Two, that like couples therapy co-op game, which a lot of people probably like disregarded it, but it was actually really fun. So really, all of these games are great. So this is sort of, oh man, we're going into some really hard hitters, maybe. But let's go into this best sports and racing. I'm gonna probably go quick with this one because yeah, I don't know much about anything else. But I will say this too: I put Sonic Racing.
Dude, I've seen some gameplay of that shit. Looks so fun. I remember,
Yeah.
like, it reminds me of like, I know it's cross world, but like, remember, like, did you remember playing like Sonic Riders and Zero?
Yes.
Like, dude, that shit was so fucking fun.
Ah,
Oh,
god damn it!
God.
You've been,
Like,
god damn it! You say
20
Sonic Riders, I'm
20 years ago, dog.
Sega. You know what you gotta do.
Dude,
Please.
let's go with Sonic. Fuck it, just go with
Yeah.
Sonic.
Yeah. We're going with Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, dude. Look, listen here. All right. We had stuff that like we come in here too. You have like the most boring nomination. For me, I would not vote for Mario Kart World out of, in this case, out of my own personal protest against Nintendo. But otherwise too, I think in general Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is hilariously, I think it does way better than what Mario Kart does too. And they're like technically in the same genre almost.
Now we're up racing with carts or like boards
Yeah.
or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. And Rematch, I think it was actually a really decent concept and idea. Too bad it kind of died pretty quick. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I think it's a good game. I think it just needs more love to be like actually seeing something that hopefully the developers have a vision for this game to be big. So I'll see where it comes from there. So moving on, best sim or strategy. I guess I'll be the only one that kind of knows about this a bit. Oh my god.
Enlighten us.
So, a couple of things here. One, I don't know how Civilization 7 got in here. That game was absolute ass. Tempest Rising, it would be my only other vote that I would put in here, just because it's a callback to the old Command and Conquer style, like RTS games. Jurassic World Evolution 3, not. I'll be completely honest with everybody here too. As much as I love sim and strategy games, I don't think people find, in this case, building stuff. Oh, I guess it depends too. If it was just a city building game too, I probably wouldn't even nominate that as a vote, as like a vote either, because I don't think everybody finds that fun. Maybe with Jurassic World Evolution 3, it's because you make your own Jurassic theme park. Sure, maybe. Final Fantasy Tactics, I believe this is probably going to be like a lot of Square Enix fans are going to unironically vote for this. But for me, I actually like Tempest Rising. I've played it a little bit too, and it's actually pretty fun. I need to continue playing it though. That's the only thing.
Well, that's the only one that you can really provide an opinion on because you played it.
Yeah, and I played a couple of their two. I played like 2 Point Studios as well. They make like a collection of other like management style games that they have too. It's like very cartoony, very weird, childish, stupid, almost like The Sims a little bit, but
Yeah.
kind of that. But I'm still voting Tempest Rising just because it's like a nostalgia feeling.
All right.
Yeah.
Best family.
Also, yeah, I don't know what the alters are. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I should know that one, but it's slipping my mind.
We're good.
Best family.
Want to just say fucking and Sonic?
Hell yeah, let's go.
Say fucking, bro.
Fuck it, no contest. Okay, here's the thing. I actually do think a couple things. I think Lego Voyagers is actually a really cute and fun game for a family experience to do. I think it's really cute. But in all honesty, fuck it, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. You get everything in here.
Low key, I just might buy it later. No. I want to play a Sonic Racing game again. Like, I miss Sonic Riders a lot.
Sega, you know what you must do. You have the fandom by the balls here. You could do whatever you want, but please release Sonic Riders. Re-release it.
Remaster it. I don't care. I just want to fucking, like, just go through the fucking stage. I'm like, I know it's Sonic fast, but we're on fucking airboards, like basically hoverboards, man, like
That shit was
actual
cool.
hoverboards.
Yeah, that shit was cool, man. All right, so then we go for best fighting. This was probably like the worst category that I've seen so far.
Dude, I don't know what to pick because I've been so out of place in fighting games. Like last year was so fucking like that, like it was
Tap,
highly
packed.
debatable. Like it was
Yeah.
fucking what? There's Mortal Kombat. I believe there's guilty. What was it? Guilty Gear in
Guilty
there?
Gear, Guilty Gear
They,
Strive was in there. Yes.
yeah. Then you got Tekken
No, 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 no,
8.
no, no, no. It wasn't Guilty Gear Strive. It was Tekken 8. That was for sure. And then Street Fighter
Yeah,
6.
yeah, dude. Fucking packed. Literally all the like pretty much the big main events at Evo
Yeah.
were
No,
nominated.
no. I gotta reel myself back in when I say it's the worst too. Because here's the only thing about it. The only thing that's actually like new and good too would be like Fatal Fury City of the Wolves and maybe 2XKO. But 2XKO isn't officially released yet. It's still technically in beta.
Yeah.
I'm putting in air quotes here, but it's only still in beta, and right now it's just not looking that great for the most part. If anything, I'm so upset too for my case, for the most anticipated game. Why is Marvel Token Soul not in here?
Has it been released?
Uh, um, I don't know if it's set to release next year, but
Mhm.
for those that don't know what Marvel Token Soul is, think of the developers and creators that make Guilty Gear games, and they said, you know what, Capcom, we're gonna take the Marvel tag team fighting game franchise to Arc System instead, and it looks dope as hell. The
Looks
first
fun,
time,
honestly.
and the moment it threw me off is when I heard Iron Man and Captain America start speaking in Japanese. I'm like, what the?
Huh? Nani?
That was exactly my reaction. But all right, but I guess we gotta pick a vote here. Honestly, I'm only voting Fatal Fury because that is unobjectively like it is actually a new game that came out that is
Okay,
officially
we'll,
released, and it's not
we'll
like
go
a
with that.
collection. It's not a collection, nor is it actually like a beta game.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. Yeah, but next year there'll be Marvel Token Soul without a doubt, or Avatar fighting game, which looks like a Flash game.
Mhm.
God. All right, best RPG. All right, so this is gonna be fun here.
Okay. There should be a clear winner, but there are a lot of great games. What I've heard, because I got my manager's opinion on this,
Mhm.
and he also thinks that Kingdom Come is also like a dark, like a low-key a dark horse. If you're only talking about Expedition 33.
Yeah, yeah. But the
That's what.
problem here's the actual real problem about like this choice here. These are all great choice. The problem is the fact that like the clear two winners, they are both like small industry studios too. So
Yeah.
it's really hard. It's really, really hard. Oh my
Damn,
god.
Obsidian got two games in here, so I'm good for them.
Yeah, good for them. Unfortunately, Avowed wasn't that great, and Outer
Yeah,
Worlds 2, I haven't played that yet.
yeah, but
Actually, wait, hold on, that's crazy. They released both those games? Holy shit, this year?
I mean,
Damn.
that's what it says.
Okay, well,
That's what it
and then
says on this page.
yeah. So if anything, really the top contenders will be Monster Hunter Wilds. But my vote, honestly, it would have to go to Claire Expedition 33. Just because the only thing that's holding back Monster Hunter Wilds is until they release that optimization patch, hopefully coming this December too, I'll be able to play it more.
Mhm.
But in all honesty, with it too, these two games are like this is like reimagining JRPG, and this is them like refining like the Western RPG games.
Yeah.
So it's really hard. Like you're literally going for East versus West here. And in my objectivity, I go for Expedition 33 in this vote here. Just because like
I'm not
yeah.
gonna contest you on that. It is a really good, like I've heard nothing but great things about it.
Yeah, it's oh my god. So it's gonna be that too. I'm not even gonna. We're not going for the fact like how much of us are right here. This is just us. Like this is how we would have voted for this. But Kingdom Come Deliverance, I think in terms of like, here's how I would say this: Expedition 33 would be. You know what? It has like the best story building in a lot of these games that you compare them to. It has the best story
Mhm.
building. with the best casted characters that you follow. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I believe, is in this case, if you go by the definition, it does provide a best RPG when it comes to the way how the game combat is designed, character customization, the progression, and includes like other branching storylines that you could probably follow. But in my honesty, I have a soft spot when it comes to JRPGs. That's just me. But I also would not be shocked otherwise too if Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 comes out ahead. So we will leave it at that. So best action adventure. Oh boy. For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. All right, I'll make this very easy for you, Loy. It's gonna be Silk Song.
I mean, I haven't played any of them. Like I said, the paradox of games this year, I have not played a lot of games, so I cannot really say a lot. But when you get to the mobile games, I will go off on that. But when the time, for now, we'll discuss this. But when that time comes, oh boy.
Yeah. Here's how I would say this for you, Lloyd. You know about the Hollow Knights franchise, right? Or at least the two games, which is Silk Song and the original Hollow Knight.
I've heard of it, never really watched gameplay of it.
Okay, think of like a very much like homage to like the classic Castlevania style games with like a little bits of like Mega Man Zero traversal kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I remember playing those.
Yeah,
Mega Man.
So think of something akin to that, but with Hollow Knight Silksong, this game was something that like people were making memes about every year. Don't worry, guys, a Silksong trailer will drop. Don't worry, guys, a Silksong trailer will drop next year. And then it kept going on until later. It was like in like a random Nintendo Direct, they didn't even show an official trailer. It was like, oh, also here's this instead too, Silk Sonic official release. I'm like, wait, what? It was just only a picture, no trailer whatsoever, and they just said, oh, we're gonna be releasing a trailer for this soon. I was like, what?
Like, hell yeah. No marketing. Simple marketing, actually.
God. And here's the big thing about it too. I believe the way how a lot of people are treating Hollow Knight, this is something that's from me paying sort of attention to the indie space. Hollow Knight is a very big deal, and the fact that it was one of like the very few like great indie games to make it so big and impactful that it started changing the way how game genres are like designed or developed from that point on. That's how important this game was. And by the time they showcased when Silksong was going to be released, so many indie developers voluntarily decided to move their game to or delay their game just so that one, it did not have to impede Silksong's like release. But in all honesty, it's because it was probably a smart decision for them, because they would definitely not get the sales that they would be hoping to get if they released this game at the same week as Silksong. But in all honesty, this is something that like Team Cherry has probably been developing this game for way too long, or for a long time too, and they want to give it the respect that it deserves. So obviously I'm putting Silksong in there just because this is a very big game, despite the fact that it was developed by three dudes.
Hey, a game is a game, whether it's created by 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
Sometimes 300 and it looks like a piece of shit.
No. You got to think about this. It's got to be thousands. That's a AAA standard, or 1,000 plus.
No. Quadruple A.
Oh God. Hold on a second. Was there? Notice how we never saw a single Ubisoft title. Let's go back real quick here.
I think that there was like a few Ubisoft titles going forward.
Yeah,
so
let me check.
Get to it.
Yeah. Did we came across any? Let me see here. No,
not yet.
All right. Good to know, I guess. All right, now we go for the best action game. Holy shit! Look.
Probably Hades.
No. Ninja Gaiden 4. Look, Loy.
Okay, weeb.
Look, I am a simp for Platinum Games. ever since they mentioned before that Team Ninja was going to be teaming up with another studio to make Ninja Gaiden 4, and I'm like, oh, who's that going to be? I see the legendary title Platinum Games, and I had the most hardest erection I've ever known. And
Bro,
then
this
watching
man
the
took a honey
gameplay,
pack.
no honey pack required. That is how much their name would trigger this much in me.
Like, bro, it's like instant shit. It's not like you build it up and it's like, oh, I'm hard. I'm like, that shit just like fucking poked out of your fucking pants through the metal zipper.
I will say, for those that want to have a small history lesson on what Platinum Games did, all right, they made, in this case, a very old PS2 title game called Vindictus, which was a sci-fi third-person shooter game, which involves, in this case, you doing badass action sequences where you're just like hardcore sliding at Mach Jesus. Like you're power sliding at like Mach Jesus, doing things in slow-mo. Then you're doing a 2v1 with other two mechs. And you're doing crazy ass parkour shit. Platinum Games, they excel in making over the top action games. And you know what else was also my favorite that they made too? Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Oh, dude, that was so fucking fun.
Yes, that studio has worked on Ninja Gaiden 4, and if you see the game trailer for that, it looks absolutely amazing when it comes to the visceral action sequences. So,
Nut. That's all I'm hearing.
that is, like I said, I would give it to Hades too, but in all objective speaking too, Ninja Gaiden not only does it carry the title and it carries with it the original like feeling that the previous Ninja Gaiden game felt. No, we are not going to acknowledge the NES Ninja Gaiden game where it was a fucking hard as hell 2D platformer game. Fuck that shit. Give me the Team Ninja stuff where it was like 3D action, wonky ass camera, but awesome as hell combos you can do. Oh, and also you could get hit stun in the middle of your combos, and you could get stun locked.
Crazy, man.
So, anyways,
Oh, Jesus.
my bad.
I was drinking water, so.
No, I need to change my pants after that.
Hey, bro, just bathe in
Ugh.
it. Just like squish, squish, squish.
All right, I'll be honest with this one too. I'm gonna skip the best VR and AR stuff. This is not really a category that I honestly care about in this regard. Just because VR is too early. It probably is still too early because it's still like not even attainable for anyone else to play. And also trying to develop a VR game is absolutely a nightmare from what I've seen. So we're gonna move on from that. So best mobile game. All right, Loy. I know your ass has played at least 3 out of the 5 games here.
Dude, when I saw this nomination, I was like, there's no fucking way. Like, let's just start off, alright? Let's just start off. I don't know anything about Destiny Rising. No Sonic Rumble. Let's go to Persona 5. It's one of the 4 gacha games that I fucking play. Well, this is just... It's Persona, right? Like, everybody loves Persona, but, like, actually, like, playing it and, like, the quality of life that I've experienced is not too great.
Mm-hmm.
And the pull rate is just, like, so weird. I don't get why they did what they did. It's like, you can, like, target, like, 165 to get, like, the guarantee, or you get, like, that 100. Like, I think it was 90 or 100.
Oh, okay.
But it's, like, sometimes I feel like I do no damage. I don't think it's like because of my like relics or anything. It's like, what the fuck is this shit? You know? I'm like, what is this? Like, it's like out of the 3 I play, it's probably the 3 like it's probably the one I don't really like understand too much. And when I try to watch videos to understand it, it's not that great. The 2 other games will go into let's go into Wuthering Waves. We both played this.
Yes.
We have both talked about how this game has taken over recently. Like, preferably anybody that goes from like Genshin to Wuthering Waves in that like open world aspect and combat system. That combat is fucking fantastic. like you can do so many flashy shit. It's like playing Devil May Cry in a fucking mobile game. Don't do it on your phone. It's absolutely horrendous unless you want to like just have thumbs just swiping across your fucking phone the whole time.
Which, if anything, that's something you can do. I play on a controller anyway, so it literally makes no difference for me. It's just the fact that it's between a controller and a touchscreen.
Yeah. So other than that, fantastic. Characters are great. I don't know too much about the story nowadays, but Brian here has been keeping up with the story. So if you want to take over and explain that, how you think that is?
All right. So here was the thing about it too, that I will acknowledge the main criticism with Wuthering Waves. For anyone that wants to start on it too, the beginning story is a trudge to get through. I'm not gonna lie. I wish they did at some point would rework the story a little bit too. They've been kind of doing it, but it's also not like that much different than what we've seen on release. The beginning story was definitely rough, and it's something that like it does put off a lot of people. But by the time they got to, in this case, the second continent that you get to visit, oh my god, it seems as though like they actually nailed down the storytelling of what they wanted to tell. And I don't know if I can spoil this too, but at this point right now, so many of the Kuro bots and all the Kuro fans have been posting everything they loved about this game, so I'll just go right through it. We had literally almost like an Avengers level event at the ending of the story, where in canonically throughout the whole games of Wuthering Waves, or the whole story of it, we have not been able to sort of beat a Threnodian. We did kind of, but it was also without the cost of like a Sentinel dying kind of shit.
And Threnodian's just like a big fucking, let's just say like God and Devil.
Yeah, God and Devil.
That type of thing.
Yeah. Actually, no, I take that back. So we were able to beat the Threnodian. I'd say that we lost the Sentinel because it was in one area, I think Mount Firmament, where we were doing, shit, I forgot the other girl, the dragon girl character.
Jinshi.
Yeah, Jinshi. That was a story that like it was actually, we started to see that there were shapes that like, oh, they were trying to do something interesting with the storytelling with each individual character. And in this case, she becomes, in this case, the Sentinel's Resonator. For those that don't know, Sentinels, think of them as like gods that are protecting different realms or different countries, kind of thing.
Essentially.
Yeah. So, and Resonators are just like a way to describe people that can actually do cool shit. That's all that really means. So, moving on from that. And then we go into Renacida, which is the next continent that we visit to. Holy fuck. It was like loop twists and turns that we thought like, oh, is this the guy the main villain? Like the Pope is the main villain? Actually, yes, but no at the same time. Like everything is gray, only because of the fact that the Sentinel that was protecting this continent was actually the Threnodian. But if you go into the story, it's not even that either. It's the Threnodian and the Sentinel combined together that they had like a clash of like power struggle that ended up like affecting everybody on that continent. So it's insane with the story too. And we ended off with the fact that we actually killed a Threnodian. In this case, the Leviathan is what we were fighting against in the whole entirety story of Renacida. So we fight that off, we kill it off with a character that I didn't expect it to have such a pivotal like role in the story, which was Galbrana. Whenever they dropped like the marketing and all the designs for her, I felt like she didn't really mix that well. And then as soon as like they started explaining, it's like, oh my gosh, she is the coolest character ever. Fuck.
Dude,
and I wailed for it.
I'm so sad I didn't get her because she is so fucking cool. If you want to talk about badass women, I'm like, what the fuck is she? I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, dude, her playstyle was like the fucking. It's just like I said, like DMC gameplay. But you literally, Brina is literally the fucking child of like fucking Dante and Bayonetta with the aesthetic like Nero, like fucking like Nero palettes. I'm like, it was like,
yeah. So, if anything, my vote would be going to Wuthering Waves only because the fact that Update 2.0 did so much for this game to bring it back to like what it like held it back on launch. I'm not gonna lie.
Quality of life is exponentially better than what it used to be before the 2.0 patch.
Yeah. So That's like for me. And honestly, I actually gotta give in this case a credit to Ume Musume Pretty Derby because this game has been going strong for a long time, and
Dude,
then it just blew up, and I'm like, oh shit.
dude, this shit was over in Japan for nearly like 3 or 4 years before it came to the US. And once that shit hit the US, it hit like a fucking rocket going to like into like fucking into like a goddamn right like railway tunnel. It was like holy shit. It's just like I just took off. Like I don't know, that made no fucking sense, but like dude,
It
I
had
don't know
in this,
how.
like I said too, sign games. I thought I was done playing with you, and then I go to another sign games game, and I'm like, God damn it.
Dude, I'm too invested into this game. Like I joined a club and everything. We have like monthly fan quotas that we have to meet just to get rewards and shit. But
Yeah,
like the character designs and just like the aspect of like it's a roguelike, like just to make every horse better
yeah.
is so satisfying to see the payoff. And in in turn, like playing this game has like I literally I don't know, like dude, I went on like a little obsession just watching like playing the game, then watching that fucking anime. Season 2 is the best, by the way. Fucking fight me on that.
God
But,
damn it. But yes.
you cannot tell me otherwise. I'm like, God damn, dude. Like it even got like more people into like horse racing, you know, like just be like even like just if you're just cosplaying for fun, it got people into it. And it's just like that's the impact it had. It even showed up at like, you know, actual race courses. Like people like a group of cosplayers were at a race course. Just that. And there's a bunch of fucking like Denver Broncos memes of involving like Uma Musume. Like and it's so funny. Just
Yeah.
any horse related like sports team would just use like a fucking song from this game or anime. Like the impact it had, like god damn, and it's fun. Yeah, horse girl. Don't think about it as furries. I'm literally don't. If you don't accuse me of this, I'm not. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm not. I literally like watched. I showed my coworkers like this is the stint I went to. I showed my coworkers the anime version after I showed him the real life races,
Yeah.
and they were both the fucking same. Like the intensity and the fucking commentating, like he felt it.
So,
I'm
yeah.
I'm saying personally, and probably like for the majority of people, it's probably gonna be Uma. That I would love it to be.
The Windows
I
category.
want. I'm saying this as a player because I want to get fucking 10 pulls.
Hey, so am I too. All right, I'm conflicted on which one to get 10 pulls from. Damn it! This is
It
a
is so
conflict of interest in the worst case scenario too.
no, literally. I'm like, I will benefit. Like, whoever wins, I benefit. Unless it's somehow Sonic Rumble Destiny. I'm like, what the fuck? There's no way, you know. But the
Yeah,
3 I do play, I just hope one of them wins so I can actually benefit greatly from it.
yeah.
But other than that, my vote is Uma. You have more than wins, but it's probably going to be down to those two, in my honest opinion. P5X
Yeah.
doesn't have that like it
Yeah.
factor in terms of like mobile gaming for me.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna put Wuthering Waves just because fuck you, Hoyo gamers. None of your games made it to Game of the Year spot. Hey,
Crazy.
bitches. Like, no Honkai, no Zenless, no Genshin. Fuck y'all.
Uma.
Uma. God damn it. God, what have we turned ourselves into? All right. All right. So, best debut. Oh, they took it out too. Okay, so best debut indie game. Now, you guys might be wondering too. Oh, wait, we were seeing like 5 or 6 game nominations. Why was there only 4? There was originally a 5th one, but in this case, one of the developers actually asked to be, in this case, taking his game off of this list because it wasn't fair for a lot of the people that came into. Because here's the thing: best debut indie game. The ones that was missing on here was Megabonk. And Megabonk was a very big hit. But the problem is the fact that this developer, this wasn't his debut indie game. He had many games that he actually developed beforehand. It was just under different names that he did because he was actually a content creator. I think it was something like David Dev Game or David Game Dev too. You can probably find his videos somewhere online too, where he takes like YouTube comments from like previous videos and adds it to his game development. and then he just kind of releases like videos of like what he's currently doing. It's kind of cool in a manner of speaking. But Megabonk was just like his name backwards, and it was nominated because they thought it was like an actual original developer, but he did ask to take that game off the list just because he would rather have it be filled in by another spot, which unfortunately I don't think they did with that. So it is what it is, right? But then now here's the thing here. I see two games that I like, which are Claire Obscura Expedition 33 and Dispatch. Hot take on this one. I actually want to go for Dispatch for main couple of reasons. And no, it's not related to the two characters.
Dude, the only scene I remember like being shown is like fucking Moist Critical. It's like, you gonna eat that twink?
So,
I was like, I'm so
God. So here's the thing about it too. I actually want to vote for Dispatch because here's the thing about this. This game was on the close to not being made had it not been the fact that Critical Role actually helped them out. So that was the main thing about it. A lot of like the people don't realize this too. This game was not this close to where it was at too had it not been like Laura Bailey and a couple of people in Critical Role to like pitch in and to help this studio out. Just because for those that don't know, Dispatch is pretty much like you're a villain reformation call center program where you take out villains that are trying to be superhero in a reformation program, and then you're just a dude trying to send them to different places. It's like the best way to describe it is that, and there's also like parts and elements that feel like a Telltale game where you have like dialogue options with limited time window when you can pick those dialogue options, and they have multiple branching storylines kind of thing. So it has my vote as like this probably was the best game that we've had so far, and this is coming from the fact too that like I would vote for Expedition 33, but in all honesty I want to give it to Dispatch here. I think it started off so strong this year. And no, it's not because of the fact that Blonde Blazer and Visigal are hot, alright? Stop it. Leave me alone.
There's nothing wrong with appreciating a video game character that looks hot.
Alright. I'm trying my best to not be that. Alright. So, we will move on. Alright. Then we go to Best Independent Game. This is hard. This is absolutely hard.
Look at those three on the right. It's actually fucking crazy.
Yeah, and I will say this too. I actually watched the gameplay of Ball X Pit. Do you know like the games too where you have like the paddle at the bottom that you could just move left and right, you just bounce the ball to break blocks too? That's what Ball X Pit is, but it's also a roguelike game as well that you can also get upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually looks insanely fun and kind of addicting a bit. So really, there's actually 4 titles to pick from here. Now, this is coming from, in this case, Hades 2, coming from the success of the first Hades game. Oh shit, I'm burping a lot too. I'm also drinking soda in the background too. So, yeah. So we got Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Claire Expedition 33 on Ball X Pit. This is so hard. And I want to be able to say, I want to vote for all 4 of these games. But obviously, for Hot or Trash, I think it's like, all right, we got to pick here. Because in this case, too, I think with Claire Obscura Expedition 33, while yes, they are an indie studio, I think entirely, I feel like it should belong to like someone that's being developed by like maybe a smaller team. I don't know. Maybe I can't even say that either, too, because Expedition 33 still is impressive, and I think it is definitely like people have never heard of Sandfall Interactive, so that's that. And oh my god, and yeah, Kenny's Son and Ball X Pit, it's developed by one dude, and Hollow Knight Silk Song is developed by a team of 3, and Supergiant Games, they actually do have like a full development team, but it's like technically both Hades 2 and Expedition 33, they're like in the same category of like development studio size, but I feel like that's terrible to look at that metric that way either. And so we just got to look at it, which one is like the best indie game that just came out too. and outside of traditional publisher systems. I mean, to be fair though, all of these games you can find on Steam right now. So unless that's how we quantify it too, that's also a very terrible metric. I don't know. This is all right, Loy. If you were had to give your own personal vote, what would it go to?
I just say eeny meeny miny mo.
At that point, oh
yeah,
god,
like just call it eeny meeny miny mo. They're all great games. Like those
there.
three, like I think they're pretty. Maybe some. I mean, Expedition 33 is nominated for like a lot, so we'll get to that. We're
Yeah.
getting towards that part where you will see a lot of Expedition 33.
Yes, most definitely. So, I think what might be happening here is it's going to have to be Silk Song for this one. I do think that Team Cherry does need to, they do deserve the recognition they got here. And I even think too, like all these other studios would recognize each other otherwise about like that. So, regardless, now we go to the next one. Best community support. Oh my fucking god. No, they make it hard with 3 games here. Damn it.
Do you know they actually do?
Damn. This is the only time given a year or two. There's no like actual like one objective winner in a category.
They're all like the ones we were thinking. They're all great.
Yeah.
I've played like one, I played 2 of them, but the one that I'm thinking about, I think we can both make a consensus on that it's part of it. It's going to be Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes, it's going to be Baldur's Gate 3, but in all honesty right now, No Man's Sky, I played this game too. They're still making new shit for this game. They just recently came out with a new update.
Dude. And they keep on doing it.
They keep doing it. It's like, stop. We could give you money. Stop releasing.
No, we want to impress the fans. We want to treat y'all.
It's like, what is it? It's like, holy shit. And then Helldivers 2, I think by the most part, too, with Helldivers 2, God. Here's what I will say with this here. I think Helldivers 2 has the best community support that it happens outside of the game as well. Kind of. What I mean by that is Helldivers 2 has a lot of support where there was even some things too that Arrowhead Studio did as a fundraiser too, where like there was like a mission that you had to do where it's either you do this one mission to unlock like this anti-tank mine, or you go to this one planet to save like a children's hospital. All the players, without hesitation, they did that mission and they succeeded it 10 times over versus getting the unlock. That says something entirely too. And at least for me, I think what would definitely like held it back behind too was like their whole spiel with like Sony Interactive or Sony Entertainment wanting to like bind everybody's Sony account to like Steam, and there's like a couple things too where like not every country can make a Sony account too because they were blacklisted under Sony's policies. It was like really weird how people are going to be able to continue to play Helldivers 2 in a country that can't make a Sony account.
Dude, that was a shit show of an episode that we did.
Yeah, holy hell. Like, what do you mean that there are just countries that cannot make a Sony account? Why is that? It's because the fact that none of them could afford to pay for like internet or a PlayStation 5. Like, what the fuck?
That's so fucked, man.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But we already talked about that, so
yeah. So if anything, oh god. You know what? I do think Baldur's Gate 3. I will put Baldur's Gate 3 just because I think there's more stuff that they're releasing about it too. Hell, they even released like a whole multiplayer or like a whole development toolkit for like modders to mess with too, so they can make their own stuff.
Dude, I love it when they just like literally just put mods in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So much fun. And it's licensed too. We didn't have to search for this. It was like already built into the game.
Yeah, holy shit. Oh man. What a game you are, Baldur's Gate 3.
It's fun, dude. Anybody that doesn't know D&D and wants to like get a little piece, this is probably the best, like one of the best ways to do it other than doing the actual like tabletop.
Yeah. All right, now we get to the best ongoing, outstanding development of ongoing content that has evolved players' experience over time. Now, it is actually between two games, and no, it's not Marvel Rivals. Only because I feel like that doesn't deserve the title it gets to because it's still a new game. Still
The
new game.
Cylon's booty, bro. I'm just kidding. Okay, go ahead.
But you understand my reasoning too, why I wouldn't pick Marvel Rival as best ongoing.
Yeah, this is for development of ongoing content. Let's
Yeah.
to make it better.
Yeah.
Kind of like it's in a way it goes like it's you know it's a tandem with community support, but it's still its own separate thing.
Yeah. So, and here's the thing about that too. I would have picked No Man's Sky, but I actually do pick Helldivers 2 because even after the Sony stuff too, there was a lot of bad things that happened with Helldivers 2 where they were nerfing too many things that made the game almost unplayable to some people. And then they were like, wait, why are we doing that? Just buff everything.
Fuck it.
Yeah, just make it fun too. Because guess what too? Well, how are people playing it? They're playing the hardest difficulty. That shit's already hard. Just buff it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, buff every freaking gun I wanna use. Even though I've never played it. It looks hella fun. I know a lot, like our friend group in particular. Like a few of y'all do play it, and it looks so fucking ridiculous with the ragdoll physics and shit.
It's like, it's like I get fucking capped by another person. Like shit.
you fly like 1,000 meters. It's so funny.
It's like, God damn it, not again.
And like the way they fucking fly is crazy.
Yeah, I will say best ongoing would definitely be Helldivers 2 because they did do a big turnaround for this game. So now it's a little
good to hear.
So games for impact. I don't know about this shit.
Okay, honestly, let's not even try to do this.
Yeah. For thought-provoking with the pro social meeting. Yeah, I'm not gonna interact with that. Innovations and accessibility. I remember we had like things that we said about this game too of like, what the fuck does that mean? And I heard too about this one where we get to learn about the nominees, about like what they did otherwise. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like, is it just like, did they add like new feature settings too to make the game more playable, or what did they define it? And then this is the criteria of what they did too, which is like, okay, that's cool, I guess. Hate the fact that you have to access like a different page in order to read all this shit.
Dude, it's a fucking goddamn.
Yeah, so I mean, God, let's see.
You want to just say fuck it?
Yeah, this is a more like a fucking moment. I'm just gonna place in this case Doom Dark Ages. This seems the most accessible game.
Doom.
Yeah, that seems about right. All right, best performance. We're gonna ignore the fact how most of these voice actors that you see here are literally in Expedition 33. But
no, man.
God damn it! It's either fuck. I either want to vote for either Ben Starr or Jennifer English. Jennifer English, for those that also don't know and they want to know who that name is or if it sounds familiar, she is the voice of Shadowheart.
Fantastic.
So there's that. And also for those that want to know who the hell Ben Starr is, he is the voice actor for Clive in Final Fantasy 16. And there was even a meme of Ben Starr that I will unironically vote for him because he had the best moment of Video Game Awards. Where it wasn't even centered around him. Let me see if I can find his fucking thing. Yeah, it was the fact that he was like just getting blasted.
Damn, he got backshotted?
No. Like, so yeah, they made a meme about him where he was just like chilling. Someone else was doing the talking to, and then he just had to clap while the spotlight was just blasting in his eyes. Like, all right, just pretend nothing is happening. I can't see.
That's fucking great.
So, fuck. I vote for Jennifer English because Shadowheart my waifu, but Ben Starr is my goat.
Yeah, I'm kidding. I was just kidding. Who gives a fuck? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and also, yeah, Charlie Cox. He was also like the fucking face for Daredevil. So, more you know.
right.
Best audio design. Okay. So, recognizing best in-game audio and sound design. Well, I guess since you play Battlefield 6, does it
Well,
sound that much better?
like it's like honestly, like I don't have to turn it up all the way. Like in terms like I don't. It's not really answering the question like audio design wise. Like it's I don't know. This feels like it's super like objective or
Yeah.
subjective. Sorry.
Yeah.
And like honestly, all of this are, but it's like a lot. I can't really know because I don't really pay attention to that. Like,
Yeah, because
but in
there's
terms of
best
like
scores and music.
sound,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but in terms of sound quality, like when you're playing the game, like you definitely hear everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like you, if you have a decent amount, like decent headphones, and you turn like I can put it at like maybe like at 40, like on in-game headphone, and you could probably hear a lot of stuff. You can hear a parachute like just zoom past you. It's like you have that wind effect, like cutting through the wind and everything. Like,
Yeah.
oh damn! But besides that, I don't know. I don't know. Expedition Dead 3, like we got all these other like fucking great games, and they got nominated.
Yeah. I
Things like
I
that.
would actually do this because I've watched like gameplays of a lot of these games too. I would put Silent Hill F only because this is sort of less like part of like Japanese horror in general too, where they really play on to like sound and audios to like give the atmosphere needed to make like a horror game experience kind of shit. So I'm gonna put Silent Hill F because fuck it.
I mean, I heard it was a great game too. It's like it's really fucked up.
Yeah, pretty fucked
It's like
up.
it's like it's like horror, but it's more like suspenseful. I would say it's more suspenseful, kind of like a thriller in a sense.
Uh, it is a thriller horror and also genuine body horror too. So there's that.
Like it gives you fucking shivers, bro. Like I don't want to think about that. I would probably see it in my if I see a fucking invisible ghost chasing, like not even see it, I just know it's approaching me by the fucking like surroundings. Like oh hell no, dude. I'm like fuck that. I'm like
Yeah.
just the little visual like effects of that, like sneaking up on you, like a little shark, like a shark just like approaching you. You know it's coming closer, but there's nothing like the fuck. Like the thing is, like you can either just sit there or fucking run. If you just sit there, you're fucking dead. You're just
If
like all types of fucked up. Like you're shaking in fear. That's literally what they like invoke. And like imagine playing this shit at night with headphones, with the lights off.
yeah. So
I'm like, dog, if you just like turn, like even make the slightest noise, like just like like
yeah.
some like out of like somebody playing this shit, you would scare the shit out of they probably shit their pants. I ain't gonna lie. Like
Yeah.
like some people can handle it, but like, dude, I'm like that would make for a great like let's go for that, I'm like
Yeah.
shit.
So so we'll go with that. Now, then we go to the actual best score in music. Holy fuck.
We're gonna talk about the SoundCloud guy.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, my man said, I'm gonna make music for this dope ass game, some dope ass music, then dip out.
Yeah. That was pretty much what Expedition 33 was, actually. And I want to say it's actually between, oh my god, all of them did a lot here too. Because Ghost of Yotei, despite everything else too, I actually do appreciate a lot of things that they had developing for it too. One example too, they did like pay homage to Nujabes or Samurai Champloo, the anime itself too, to design like a soundscape that matches that feeling. Or just like any old as fuck Kurosawa films. For those that also don't know what that means too, it's just like the old black and white films that feature like Japanese samurais. So that's the best way to word that. But God, this is hard. But I feel honestly, Expedition 32 does have a lot of great moments in here too. So I think that'll be something else too. So at least that's something I will throw down there too. Hollow Knight can be up there. I think Hades games themselves, they also have good sounds, or they have good music
Like,
as well.
dude, like from now, like these categories going forward, they're all the same games. Like
Yeah.
they're that good. Literally, best art direction
Yeah.
and
Oh my
best
god.
scoring music is literally the same, and it's just in a different order.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Best art direction though is a bit different. With in this case, now we're going to be criticizing just the appearances or the titles or just the artwork of it, and it's actually split between two things too. With Clara Expedition 33, which a lot of the designs do are definitely taking like stuff from like French folklore and then giving like this almost cinematic stylized version of those tales. And then Ghost of Yote, you could literally cater to what kind of art style or to what kind of style you want to have in your game. Hades 2, I'll be honest, it is objectively a beautiful fucking game too. So is Hollow Knight. Oh my god, these games are hard to fucking pick.
That's what I said, dude. The paradox of choice.
God. And like I said too, I won't say any further of Death Stranding 2 just because the best art direction about it too is like, Kojima, please stop scanning like famous actors' feet for whatever reason.
Hey, people like feet, bro.
Kojima, for whatever reason, just, I don't know. He just has a collection of celebrities' feet, maybe. A 3D scan, not just photos, just 3D scans of their feet.
Hey, like what, to each of their own.
Yeah, I'm not here to judge either. I'm just saying too, it was one of the things that I've noticed about it. It was like, man, these feet are very detailed.
Dude, nah, fuck it.
Yeah, so, oh god, I'll say art direction. It's gonna be Expedition 33. I do like the way how it looks too.
Dude. Then we get into, hey, look again.
Best narrative. Oh, okay, look, there's a difference here. There's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 now. Mm-hmm. But oh my god, there's everything else here. Oh god.
Dude, all these stories are actually really good. When you really get into like the deep lore of them, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, so we got, in this case, Expedition 33 definitely is also the best narrative out of it. I think it would be contending with Silent Hill F or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Or, oh god.
I went into like just speaking, like going back on Silent Hill. I remember watching like a video of like how, like, I don't, spoiler alert, let's just say that. But it's not mainly about this like whole entire story. It's just what happens to her specifically when she took pills. Apparently, like this pill, like these pills are supposed to be like hallucinogens.
Yeah.
Hallucinogens. And her whole thing, like she was going through the game, like being fed these hallucinogens from her friend. And these specific ones can only be found like near bodies of water. And then like just going into that, they like going back into like real life and just finding what happens in real life. Like, dude, the lore goes in so deep. So they went back like so far, because this shit happened of what, like in games like what, 19, like in the 1900s or something, like I would say so, because it's like how arranged marriages and shit.
Yeah.
But I would say, like, let's just assume that, like, 1900s, just for the sake of that century. But yeah, yes. they went into, like, how, like, these things were made and how, like, in real life, there was, like the actual, like, plant that was used to make these hallucinogens were, like, made in real life. It was near bodies of water. And in the hometown, like, where this story is taking place, like, her friend is, like, where he lives is near a body of water. And he was the one that was feeding it to her.
Yeah, it's
like,
a lot of
like her best friend is literally like drugging her. Yeah. Or I would say best friend, but like friend is like literally drugging her, and that's just like, damn. Like, you really get into it, like, what the fuck? Like, just that little, like, small little detail, it goes so much deeper. Like,
yeah.
And it just plays into the narrative.
Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. So it's like I put in this case Expedition 33 just because, like, in this case, the storytelling of it, in this case, like, anybody that at this point there was like a world number that is like appears to anybody that is older than that number 2, they just disappear or die. They don't necessarily die, they just disappear. We don't know what happens.
It's just a purge.
Yeah.
It's really it's a purge. And then in Expedition 33 is literally You're 33. They're going 34. You're fucking erased. Like if you're like if this shit count and you see 33 on that fucking tree that was painted by the fucking paintress, you're fucking dead.
Yeah, and it's
And
like
PG, holy shit, dude.
and yeah, there's been expeditions to try to like stop and change that, but they were never successful. And now it's like now it's up to you because now it's getting really desperate now
Like
because the main character you're about to be erased too if you don't complete your quest.
yeah,
So
and
it's
eventually
really
the entirety of humanity.
yeah. So that's a very fun thing to do. It's like a pretty JRPG esque storytelling,
Yeah,
which I like.
fucking the fragility of your life. Like holy
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah. So we got that. So that's great. Best game direction. Fuck me.
I'm literally like I said, I mentioned before, like we are approaching the like categories of where we will see the same games, and Expedition 33 is nominated for all good
Yeah.
chunk of this.
Yeah. And I think they got in this case a small award of like being nominated in most categories.
Like, dude, rightfully so. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
like, we're not
I
go-
put
like we glaze it a little bit. Let's just say that we do glaze
Yeah.
a little bit, but it's well deserved glaze.
Yeah.
Like that sounds so inappropriate, but
Yeah.
goddamn.
That's like and also for people saying that otherwise too that it's a turn-based JRPG too, that's a fucking lie. It's not just a turn-based game. If you,
Oh,
any of y'all
no.
played if y'all have played the Super Mario RPG, that's what Expedition 33 plays like.
Dude, this is far from just any turn-based RPG where you press a button and you do that actually. No, these motherfuckers make you interact to give you
Yeah.
more opportunities to do damage when it's the opponent's turn.
Yeah.
You
So
get
it's
to
like
parry, and then like at the end of it, do more damage. Then you're doing like there's like QTEs or like
effectively QTEs.
like holy crap, it's so like it's just fun. Like also like they put QTEs in this shit. It's like effectively, who cares? It is QTEs, and like you have to be quick with that shit to get more damage.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And that's like one example where QTEs were great. This is how they feel like they should be properly implemented.
Dude, like the fucking Simon fight. The fuck?
God. Yeah. All right. Now we get to the big header. Who wins Game of the Year? Why the fuck is Donkey Kong in here?
I don't know, man. I
Yeah.
don't know, but
We're ignoring that.
I would like we all hate to say it, and we like this past like 10 minutes, past 15 minutes, talking about like Expedition 33 and like Hollow Knight Hades and all this shit. It's probably gonna be Expedition 33, just like how it was overwhelming success for like Baldur's
Yeah.
Gate 3 back in the past.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the same as Expedition. There's no like it's like debut indie game from like a smaller indie like smaller company, and they built this shit. Got a
Yeah.
SoundCloud guy, got the music down, storytelling, character designs,
Yeah.
just like character arcs, just like getting to know them as characters. You make it like
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that.
like
That's
in-
the measure
like-
too. Holy shit.
yeah, just that is part of like what makes a game like the best in their respective year. Like I went back on this, like how we were like doing like Halo and shit. Like Halo 3 is like like in the Shroud argument is yeah, you hate to see it, but like the argument for us is for me especially, and some people might share the sentiment as well, as like the culmination of every aspect of the game, like where it's going to be art design, the character design, just like weapon design. Let's not forget
Yeah.
that. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
scenery. Let's just do that. Like the scenery, like you just load into a game and you just stand there and you just look and you just pan like the camera and just look at the fucking world that they built. Then you like you just go through the motion, like have the narrative, all this dialogue, all the voice acting. That is what's gonna make a good game of the year. If that's what you believe is like your definition of game of the year, then you're gonna vote for what fits the best. Like in
Yeah.
that in that sense, which is
Yeah.
granted I personally have not played any of these games, but I have watched like a lot, like
just
gameplay.
content from this.
I'm like, and I've not heard nothing but like good things, and it's just like the same thing. It's like the art design and the music, the freaking
Yeah,
gameplay, and like
like
it's the
you could
same
just see me
all
hovering this
across the
to,
board.
yeah, hovering in this case. Holy hell.
It's just across the board. It's like, yeah, you can make a case for everything else, but does it make you like that aspect? Does it elevate everything else as a collective?
Right, and
I,
it's this is just a lot too. Like, I think this is going to be a very good game of the year show. I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie.
like like every like the game of the year, like these nominees, like they got nominated for a reason. They made such a terrific game for
Yeah,
each and every one of these, and people, and attract and retain fans of
yeah,
this like their respective IPs.
yeah,
And Expedition 33 is not even like it's not even its own, like it's a single entity that just debuted this year. Like it has
yeah.
no prior context. It's RPG and just build upon that.
Yeah, I mean, this game was like announced like years back too, and I thought it
Yeah.
looked interesting. And then as soon as like we saw the game too, here's my thing about why I believe that Expedition 33 should be nominated for such. It's because the way too that like me and Victor look at it, in this case benchmarking for this game. You can fucking run this shit in like mid hardware that people have, albeit you're only gonna be running 40 frames per second, but you can run it on your Nvidia like GTX 650 or some shit. Like your like the most common cards that whatever is like listed on the Steam like hardware page survey. Like you could run it on there too, and it could still functionally play. Like that's crazy.
accessibility Accessibility is also a big factor, like actually
Yeah,
getting to experience the game.
yeah, yeah. And I will say too, this is hard. This is straight up hard. And let's
No,
be honest too,
it's
none of us are gonna be mad too if let's say anything else besides Donkey Kong Bonanza wins Game of the Year. I'm not gonna lie to you.
just saying. I was saying, man.
Yeah, God, but
Yeah,
yeah,
like I think my vote will go to Expedition 30. I know we've laced this shit,
yeah,
but I've given you multiple reasons, like just now, that makes me
yeah.
come to the conclusion of actually voting for this game.
Yeah, like let's be honest too. If the Game of the Year does like the same thing than what happened last year, where Astrobot won too, if Silksong actually fucking won too, holy hell, that's gonna cause some chaos within the industry. That we're gonna make millions of videos about that shit.
Holy crap! Well, like, we got 2 weeks. We still got. We're still there. It's fast approaching.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh my
before
god.
the holiday season, we're getting this out of the way. So
Oh man.
my vote
It's getting
was gonna go
crazy.
Expedition 33. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I for anybody else too, like let us know like if you have like a reason or if any of our reasonings for what we voted makes sense for any of all. Please leave the comment down below. I will try to engage with your criticism at hard value. But if all honesty, I'll just say, nah, you're wrong.
But honestly, we are also. That's why it's a podcast. We just it's opinion based, and we give you a warning.
Yeah.
This is hot or trash takes. Whether they're gonna be hot or trash,
Oh man.
who knows? One
Yeah.
day you might just get. One week you might just get all trash takes. The other week, it could still be trash. Then we'll sprinkle like a little hotness in there, like a little, just some fuego.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's gonna be great too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just ignore the fact that I had like the most massive erection possible when it came to the best action game. So we're just gonna ignore that part.
Dude, hey, no, embrace it. I'm like, did you see how I went off for Uma? The fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like really into like the all fucking character design shit. I'm literally, it got me into watching the fucking anime and actual horse racing, low key. I was like up
God.
at 3. I was up at 3 a.m. I like it's my natural time, like fucking usual time. But I was watching
God.
that shit. I went into like all the sires and the grandsires and the dams and all that shit. I went through the fucking family tree of like certain horses that I like in the anime and fucking looked them up in real life. I'm like, what the fuck? and looked up the history of all those like the grandsires and sire. Like, god damn, they came from like a lineage of like amazing racehorses. So I'm like, what the fuck?
God. Well, all in all, the story is this too. Expedition 33 wins by a landslide. You just heard me and Loy have, or me having the hardest boner for Ninja Gaiden. He had a hardest boner for Uma Musume's. And then
For the
Sega.
gameplay, not for the fucking horses, you freaks.
Anyways, I'm pushing a
But
narrative. I'm pushing a
but
narrative.
I'm welcoming. I'm welcoming. Hey, like shit. You want me to put a collar on you and take you out for a walk? Let's go. What?
Hey, hold on. Wait. But
Get on all fours, look at that. So like, hey,
and
some
I
people-
will say
some
this
people-
too. Sega, you know what you must do.
Bro.
You know what you must do. You have us by the balls. Release Sonic Riders. Same thing with Capcom. Release a Mega Man game.
Bro, please, Sonic Riders. Just the fucking like unironically, I like the fucking Sonic Riders Zero Gravity like soundtrack. I'm like, just play it in the shot. I blast that shit. Like fuck my eardrums.
Yeah. Thank you all for tuning in for the duo here of going literally unhinged with some of our comments here. But this is just us like kind of showing like our passion with the games that we love playing with too, as much as we can play. So
games are so fucking fun. We should all continue to play them. And I'm gonna be waiting. Like I'm gonna be fucking 30 something by the time Kingdom Hearts 4 shit comes out. I'm still gonna play that crap. Even if it's shit, I'm still gonna play it because I love Kingdom Hearts that much. That is my fucking favorite video game series. Hands fucking down. I don't care. Dearly beloved, just sitting on that fucking menu screen, fantastic. I'm not even playing the game. Otherwise.
Thank you all again for tuning in too. Please support your favorite game release. Please also keep voting for any of the 3 mobile games that we have. We also need the 10 polls. Do your part.
It's mainly more for me.
Do your part. Thank you all. Good night, everybody.
Laters. Oh my God.